Hey family, we're gonna bring the intensity up a little bit. We're gonna challenge ourselves, working on a number from the close guard. And another iconic move of Jiu-Jitsu, one that on my list you need to know how to do when someone just literally on the spot goes, hey, show me an armbar. You need to know how to perfectly do an armbar if you consider yourself a Jiu-Jitsu person. And then, I mean, that's the minimum. I think you need to be able to do this move while you're rolling for sure, but like, you gotta spend your time wisely. And again, if you're a Jiu-Jitsu guy, this is one of the moves that you have to have. And I know a lot of you guys are like feeling the pressure or maybe thinking, do I have it perfect? Listen, even if you don't, doesn't matter. What matters is that we really look at it now and we spend time developing and getting it right. Side note, as far as your partner, your uki, if it's someone who's never done Jiu-Jitsu, someone who's letting you practice, most likely, as you start doing the armbar, they're gonna fall and collapse, which is a total non-realistic move. Understandable. So it is on you to kind of explain them that they really need to do all they can to stay on their knees on top of you. And it is, again, up to your proper technique to not just be kicking them. Today we're not gonna work on kicking our partner. We're gonna work on controlling them and maneuvering our body around theirs in order to get that armbar. Also, another good time to get a conversation with your family member of when to tap, okay? And hey, for you, who cares if they tap or not? What matters is that you do 100 reps, okay? So let's get to it. Come on, Malo. So we start in this traditional close guard. And right off the bat, here's what I want to do. I want to show you what not to do. This is not an armbar. And it's okay. I did this at the beginning of my career. Hey, my partner wasn't moving. I can't pry his arm and break it. The real issue is he pulls his elbow to his hip, which is such a strong natural movement. No longer there's an armbar. The dude, it's past my guard, and this drilling session is just embarrassing. So what we need to work on is tying him up and especially breaking his posture. How do I achieve that? So we start with two basic grips. The first one is going to be a grip on the wrist, on the same side of my arm, of the arm that I'm going to attack, right? So I want him to kind of be concerned about either getting swept that way or getting out. Before he can figure out and release the grip, my other hand is going to come right away, grab his elbow. And again, what we don't want is his elbow going farther back than our hips. So we're going to make it challenging by like almost Americana. He's not going to tap from this. This is not a real summation right now. But if I could describe a feel for it, it kind of feels like an Americana. This is a moment of weakness for him. Understand, this arm can push me, not this one. So I'm going to pull him with my knees like 2 o'clock. Now, he's going to posture right back. This is not good for me. So I need to let go of the wrist so I can grab the head. Now, understand this. I'm going to break the arm like this. Obviously, I'm going to make a better adjustment. But for that to happen, my head has to go over there. You picture that, right? Let's do a kind of like an illustration of it. My head has to come here. My legs have to come here. A much better job at it, but that's what has to happen. For my body to move that way, my best tool is always going to be my foot on the opposite side, turning me, but at the same time, my leg on the same side, kicking him away. Notice, now we're in a much more realistic armbar position. So what do? I grab the wrist, I grab the elbow, I break their posture, I grab his head, I cannot wait. I put my foot on the hip and I start turning and aligning myself with the arm. I gotta be careful, booby trap. If this leg is going back that way, there'll be no armbar. This leg must come over my partner. My knee needs to be higher than his shoulder. My toes need to be engaged, and here's the final step. As I swing my leg over the head, my hips come out from the bottom. It's not just good enough to angle my ankle. No. I need to swing those legs, and my knee joint has to be higher than his neck. I get the wrist under control, the thumb is pointing up, my knees are pinching, my belly button is engaged, my legs are driving him down. I can submit him from here by lifting my hips, but it's quite challenging. What is easier is now for me to point my knees and roll my body sideways like so. Oh, now he has no option but to keep holding and get swept, or to put his hand on the floor and get armbar, which is no good anyways. I'm gonna do it a little bit faster this time. One more. I would say though, if you are working with your family member, if there's not great mats or a great rug, maybe stop at the step where you pinch your knees to make them go into the mat. Obviously, because they're gonna end up, hurting themselves. So just work that angle where you just keep switching, okay? Hopefully this was a good video. We're gonna be sharing it on the WhatsApp and on email. So if you guys have any questions, you wanna start a discussion about it, I'm happy to do it, okay?